Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Hut! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand hut! Let's go! White 90! Hut! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Come on, let's go! White 90! White! Here we go! White 90! Let's go! Brand 38! Go! Brand...
Even our starts right practice. I can't that enough. We have lofty season. If you want to achieve those, we gotta raise our game. Today isn't good enough. So next practice, we have to be better.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go! 90! White 90! Come on, let's 90! White 90! Let's go! White 90! Go! Brand 38! Come on, go! Brand 38! Go! Brand 38! Brand 38! White 90! White 90! Here, Brand 38! Brand 38! Come on, go! White 90! Go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Brand 38! Brand 38! Come on! Brand... Go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Gentlemen, achieving our goals starts right here on the practice field. I can't stress that enough. You all know we have lofty goals for this season. If you want to achieve those goals, we gotta raise our game. Today just wasn't good enough. So next practice, we have to be much better.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Panthers are top 10 winning the pass, and they'll be going up against the Broncos, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum. And they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force, nor did he throw away. He was able to take off. Now he's very manageable short.
They'll run out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only a yard, but that's all they need. It's going to move the chains.
Second is often and take the big shot down. I bet the offensive line, we just get on our backs and first down. They love physical.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And it'll be taken, but not. It's into territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
A nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside, because I know that when I used to, hey, we got everybody, snuck out there, and they just got a nice.
What do we love to see those backs, right? And they were that there. Nice pickup on first down. 5 yards brings up 2nd down. This O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish their own. Nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. It's the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Pass play. Now let's see if they go air or to the ground. Looking to throw. No escaping this time. They got him. And there they bring pressure inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block on, isn't it, Clay? Someone did not get blocked to get home.
And on fickle formation. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again and down goes again.
That play, very definition, fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that had a big. LeBron out there, punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He stepped this one, and this is Rocket. He's going to carry well into the end back. So here the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. And out of bounds on the up at a mid-45. They call it a 19 and
well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply. Right. Moving it very, very well. Defense. In traffic, and it's intercepted. And behind the line, he lost the ball. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. The positioners at their own 40-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look. He's going to be watching to see if the down prior to the ball coming out.
What you just said, they nailed it because shift moving here, any other body hits the now the fumble.
The rule is reversed.
To throw here. Flush and a big one here as he's taken out. Something from deep in the bag of tricks. First and second down. Backwards, it's third and very. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it. Contact. Incomplete. This defense, they were in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how locked in and that for multiple games where they're really, in the zone. It can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of
and that's going to look as a 50-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over first and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And, certainly a lot of left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Goal is division. Number three, the biggest goal I think, is to be the highest speed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs. So as many as possible, try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try and at least secure home field wild card divisional round. And the offense on the field from high go.
And they've established expecting everything it, throwing their percent.
Will go down after losing yardage at 10. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys you
get a defender, your best defender making the.
In this Super Bowl, nothing our score. We'll return this message. You're watching the NFL. It's right here on Eats.
The NFL on Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel.
With my Charles and Gordon with it's the Panthers. The football in quarter number 2. However, have a tough third and long coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Try coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 4, and they are going to shot 40-yard. And that to take the field. I would say they went last time, but didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange to see in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but possibly let's try and think with them. Try and play field position maybe.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. It was a no. He had to run there.
And when you're able to complete one like that, it has to just go sky in a tight window, zings there despite coverage. Down.
Out kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. And we that scoring drop. Pretty one play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touch. The Panthers defense here, they get head back on the field. And job one here, Charles. Keep possession. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. First, do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Call it again. 4 on first, and that'll make second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Sideline throw. Complete. And a nice share of keeps inbounds.
Now, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a cat.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 30.
Nickel sensibly on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. Their physical group out there on that play. It came in, contact, just trying to haul it in.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over first. And here's the signal caller getting ready to this offense again. And maybe he's starting to white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay up. He's been upright. He's been good. And they do finally at the 12. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Even 70 yards. One of the reasons that this team this win streak, big runs.
You see runs like that broken off. This is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. With big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay. A whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks absorbed is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and
11 and bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10. So he splits the uprights. I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
yeah, it's kind of golf. Up his tee after a nice drive. Not even watching it land.
Good analogy. I like it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the run as he trots onto the field. It's been pretty limited down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
We will. Winning games to me means starting with the running game, continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit. Bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the catch made by Walters. And they're able to get across the 35. That one goes for 13, and it moves his sticks. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with from Sharp after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ripp highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And get this across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And his man on the end route, complete. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. As a former D, you might not like to see that, but from a receiver's perspective, those are the plays they
Correct both because one off. I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So a 75-yard drive on just 3 plays. Result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 30-yard line, 34. Set to as we look at the bring onto the field again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
Backing right now, his name's going to be in the book. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? He's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it. Point. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. He is into the for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. You know, he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted backed up, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. It worked really well for them.
It's good to make it 17-7. And just 2 plays, the long passing in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting to take the field. I feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little, up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll set up a throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball out, incomplete.
The one like defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they have much success on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at 5-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a time instead, as they'll stop it with just over seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Walters with it over the middle. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. Finish half, stop. Went in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 6-5. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the... And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. Got a mistake there. That could change.
It's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the Broncos able to show off their quick ability. Able to make score lead, but I'm looking ahead. Just want to hold the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to anything on the other side.
Not at all. As if they don't, it had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now the extra point. And his will take a point lead. And they're able to get the connect, a long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing more.
So we come up time. Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to the store later where we check friend Larry Ridley, EA Sports. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Broncos trail at halftime. The Broncos look good on the road, and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's look at some of the highlights from the first half. Offense following the INT. Lee's throw here goes into the end zone, and this will go as a touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. First and 10. Coverage here on the pass play. This goes 52 yards for the score. The deficit to 3. Now first and 10. Easley's got the completion out of the gun. After the long pass, he'll score. First and 10, pushing the lead to 10. Walters got the catch here, and he counts off the 6-play drive with the score. Cutting the deficit to 3. Now first and 10, completion will be made here to a wide man, and nobody can stop long down.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there and ready for second half. Both appear ready right ahead in action here in quarter number 3. And this be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Touchback. Panthers, they'll have it first on offense quarter. They have here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. What adjustments were made in the locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually, right? I don't want to create more hype than but this is doing it, though. This is a really important drive. I often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're doing something that they expect to get them into the end zone into this game.
See if that script is for them. 3-yard pickup. That's an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got a way to get him going. It's part of their offense.
The gun now on down. And he couldn't run to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
He gets this another boomer. And he'll get credit for him inside the fair kick made right at about the 19-yard line. Take a glance at the offense as they work the out for their first possession of the second half. Lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are half speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get out if they think they need to fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take right away.
You got the
Defense.
lead, yeah.
We got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion. So far, defense.
He's got a man complete. The 20 and all the way. A score. A big play here. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. Will extend their lead.
Partner.
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in class right now. What a he's putting on him up.
Down passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion. Going for two, they'll kick the point after. Oh, blocked. The Panthers get it, but he get far, able to stop him. After all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a long now, much more of a field goal? And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand.
Not anymore. Now, those guys are going because not only can they away and change a little bit of momentum
And get 2 points.
Get up and take it back for 2 points.
Out is the unit as they run up and one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end for a touchback. Here's the carry offense as they get ready to over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid on the last drive punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take for them here. They know the situation. The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
Points.
Big time.
They'll out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get stop him behind the line. To go as a yard and it'll get down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right now.
They try the right side here, and not a whole lot. He'll get it up to about the 20-yard line. At about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at 3rd and 7 coming up.
The running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments, a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. And
that one in. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to test deep ball that is thrown down. No matter whether you're playing man or zone, eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at the 27-yard line. A 41 with no return, and the offense will take over with a downs. Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a push drive, isn't it? They score here, especially down. It's almost out of reach.
That way, they're going to call their play accordingly because they really want it. Even though your board is still up there, the game's going to, in fact, you can take away from the team that they're come back in with another year.
Quarter, but you just get the deal.
Yeah, right there, aren't they?
Bro, wide open, receiver complete. Is into the for a Denver down. A play there, number 7 here, and those will their lead. They envisioning in a house, but he got in the way home.
Run after the catch, wasn't it? That was a really special. But in today's NFL, the often former wide receiver or maybe bigger running back just put them in a position to get a great make plays like that.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Touch pass 6, very 2-play drop. The kickoff's out on the field and send. And the 8 back is that's over the line. Getting take field. And they're my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play and go to it. They haven't gone far. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things?
Look at what before. Realize
Coming in down.
for setting the drive. A big sack, the yardage, start.
Play action fake. They'll look. And that's complete. And they'll take down 31 yards. They get 16, but they'll convert on third.
Put the coverage guys in a that one. They thought they were going curling inside for a nice yardage.
Now they'll try and run the draw. And that is what you call put down to the ground hard. One. Nothing there, but maybe on the.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the on that play. Defense.
His for 5 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called. It's right at the 20-yard line. But is here on the and out will as they take over. And being set to take the field. No struggle here for this crew. We're up double at halftime. Expanded that.
And it answers from the defensive side. I think coordinator down on the field wearing a hat, I've owned it. If it's a vial, right, mine is down by my drawn up here.
To find saw yard carry to up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running well, but with its block moving on.
No, it's a third ahead, aren't you? The game really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree. Not just end of the half situation. It's team, and with a lead, make them fight and catch you.
The gun. There. Fender Rowan. Now it looks like Bronco that's been play. While the takes a peek. First down. The ball can hit. Played. And good in the game, and certainly a big reason. But now here, third, go to the run game.
I mean, they try and buy it overall.
Second to throw. And on the crossing. Take it across the 50 on EA's. A lot of folks starting to make real big here in quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Defense a let to the because sometimes you got warm up guys even after the tackle. Plenty of open.
Back 10-yard. Let Anders down. From the red zone row. That is caught 7-yard line. It's 5-9 there on the looking to receiver. Coverage look. Gun. They'll look. Touch the coast. Extra attempt here still to come. And the lead is now an even 30. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's bang play. While the trick. He'll drop to and back down, and this is good safety. Things are just bad. Now it's a safety, and that one offensive.
They can't get out from under right now. I know this looks where they start us because it's over.
But it's now onto the field. It's a very one-sided. We reached the point.
Val, you gotta try it out. We don't champ with us in this. Is that from us?
Get some.
That's what you get.
Out of the and able to his way forward. He'll get a nice chunk on it. Stay on the second. Now, and he will to the end. This hear that
scary tune being
the fat lady.
He's going. Thing is out finished.
Scoring replay on the call. That now way and go. And in at the up to the 12-yard line. Now here come last time they we know they'd get.
Just one of those scoring, and it's strange to see that go up on the board and then up to your take care of
defense
to score some points. That was a nice catch, but unable. And remember, wasn't a wide receiver who works on.
I was going to say, he don't get me wrong, he's part of the game as well.
You might want to have a few words to say about that. Lamb still with you, wide receivers more. So attack going on, unable to get the foot, bring it into
the finish. Incomplete. Ball roams down. I don't know. He had the finger top off the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
The mental focus, you know.
Yeah.
Mental focus. On the whole
that's
thing.
True. This high and he right around. Officially, that's 3-yard. Well done. Swiss first and Dent to take the field. Lead at continuing to pour, aren't they?
A really good groove, right? I don't know if it's just the execution. It's really makers. See what you were making. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catch.
Just look stopped. Completion player status. The offense up front. Here he cuts it. Freeze. He's got on ball begun. And they and is into there. And my is pretty much deceased. It's taken a knee to speak.
This snap, take all the. I agree with you. I don't think to get those want to run up the
over when you cheat and just your shoulder.
And this guy's cutting tape off.
And this one was a while ago under the. So plays on that drive. That's how they in on him. How does the kick they away? Field line. He takes past the 20, the 20. Take the field. Let's go around. They really anything going.
Which means you're going to lose the general rule. They're looking now is a little more consistency. Times on offense, get a couple, and hopefully
thing to build off of here. All as they've got for a late score. They'll look to throw here on side. He's got and he'll down at the yard. That's down. Now a shotgun to throw. Man with the Mets with Bados. So now you expect that from your
a lot back after all. Downfield open base versus well. You may make some they're flailing and knock the ball. You don't.
Now they right side here. Game to start out by a settle down.
Achieve me stronger as this game moves along.
Burst seems good here in the fourth. His way back.
I do believe someone put a lot in the offseason and during in order to ball at this.
And his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hut. Hut.
On 3rd down, that's Strickland, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Broncos, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.